Byron Donalds, who walked out after Dixie was played in New York and has no shame there. They say he's going to be the governor of Florida now.
Yeah, every community has what I call their chickens for Colonel Sanders. Muslims had their halal chickens. The black community has their chickens. Byron Donalds is a grown-ass black man who referred to Donald Trump as his daddy. And what I want to tell the Byron Donalds, and every community's got a Donald. I got a Kash Patel. We got a Nimrata, we got a Haley. We all got them, all right? What I want to say is this. They'll never love you. They'll never love you. No matter what you do, they'll never love you. You can never wipe out that brown or black skin.
I've said this before, but I'll have to say it again because this just happened a few days ago on Joy Reid's show, which is now canceled. Not saying there's any correlation or causation between that, just simply saying that it's been canceled by MSNBC. But this is an absolutely outrageous way to speak. It's so crazy. Such a crazy way to speak. If you claim to be fighting against racism and fighting against white supremacy, you're actually perpetuating racism. You're perpetuating white supremacy with rhetoric like this. Because when you talk like this, I understand that people who talk like this are too stupid to see it. But when you talk like this, what you are implicitly saying is that black and brown people only get to think one way. They only get one point of view. And it's the point of view espoused by MSNBC or whatever legacy media you choose. And if they deviate from that point of view, well, then they are chickens for Colonel Sanders. They are chickens lining up for the slaughter. Or, they're desperate for the white man's love and affection, right? There's no honest reason why a black or brown person would lean conservative. Nope. They must either be stupid or tap dancing for the white man. Do you realize how limiting that is towards black and brown people? Do you realize how anti-black and brown people that actually is? And the flip side is that you're also implying that white people get to think however we want. We get to do whatever we want, and we get to choose from a menu of opinions. And you might not like our opinions. You might think we're bad white people who espouse racist ideals, and you might like our opinions. You might think we're good white people who espouse anti-racist ideals, but it doesn't really matter because we're still in charge and we still get to think however we choose, right? You're not going to call us chickens for Colonel Sanders or accuse us of being desperate for someone's love and affection, right? So we still get to think however we want. Black and brown people don't. That's what you are saying, even as you claim to be fighting against racism and white supremacy. White people in this country get to be seen as individuals and treated as individuals. And you want to know why that is? Because it's not because of other white people. It's not because of white supremacy. It is because of black and brown people like this, who want to act like crabs in the bucket, desperate to pull down the other crabs at the top of the bucket who are trying to escape. They want to act like being black or brown is part of being a hive mind. And if you deviate from the hive, well, then we have to get you. There's something wrong with you. You are like a chicken who's got his head on the block, just waiting happily for Colonel Sanders, or you are just chilling for the white man. Black and brown people like this, like Joy Reid and Wajahat Ali, however you say his name, those are the people who perpetuate white supremacy, who perpetuate racism, who perpetuate the idea that white people get to be individuals and nobody else does. Everybody else has to act like a monolith, right? And I get this same thing as a woman. Because I'm a conservative leaning woman, other women will tell me that I must be a pick-me, which means I am only saying certain things in order for men to pick me. Or I have internalized misogyny, which means that I actually just hate myself. Again, I can't have an honest reason for disagreeing with you, right? As a woman, I have to think a certain way. My brain is programmed to think a certain way. And if I deviate from that, well, then I must be broken, right? Or I must just be desperate for men's love and attention. And again, what you are saying, you ladies who claim to be feminists, what you are saying is women can only think one way, while men, especially straight white men, get to choose from a diverse array of opinions. Doesn't sound very pro-woman to me. Neither does this rhetoric espoused by Joy Reid and Wajahat Ali. It does not sound very pro-black and brown to me. I'm sorry. It's hilarious to me that these people are so arrogant that they mock black and brown conservatives as being stupid, as being chickens lining up for the slaughter, and yet they are the stupid ones who can't understand the implications of what they are saying. Just really rich.